Hi, hello, and welcome. I'm definitely not Vlad, and you're watching me go from Bellend to Legend on a Devastation Evoker in the War Within Season 2. What does Bellend to Legend mean? It means I go from 0 to 3k to get the new Keystone Legend achievement. So, I've been busy for a while. I've been feeling a little under the weather, and I had some brain fog and stuff, so I took a little bit of a break. So sorry for not uploading and streaming for a few days. But we're back now. We're a little bit stronger. We're at 670 item level. I can't remember what my item level was in the last video / stream I did, but I've been working on it. I've been grinding as much as I can. There's a lot of gilded crests I need. Now, I'm still using the Circe's Circlet, but I did get a ring which I think is an upgrade because it has a bunch of haste. So right now I am simming, and I think the simulation is done. So let's take a quick look at it right here. It is in fact a loss to equip it right now, but I'm assuming if I increase the item level, which I will soon enough, this will end up being a net gain compared to Circe's Circlet. This is significantly more DPS than the margin of error, so I trust this result. I'm not going to be equipping Wick's Golden Loop just yet. What I will do, though, is point out that I have, in the meantime, recrafted some of my items. Now, I had them as crit mastery because I thought I was getting a bit too heavy on the haste side of things, but apparently that was not the case. After doing some simming, I'm just better off having everything crafted at crit haste and just kind of ignoring mastery outside of Circe's Circlet and certain tier pieces that I cannot avoid. So we're just stacking as much crit haste as we can. I think I might be better off switching to a crit flask, but at this point I don't feel like I really need to do that. I think I can just leave it as is. The DPS difference shouldn't be significant. Anyway, the plan for today is for me to do a Cinder Brew Meadery 12, so hopefully I'm able to do so. I'm going to go ahead and host that key. This is a 12 key that I've gotten from doing some 2 stars on 10s. So right now we're just trying to get some 12s done. It would be great if I could. I'm okay with just doing an 11 if the 12 fails. I tried to do a 12 Rookery on the day I started this, I decided to take a break, and this tank looks promising. They've done a 13 workshop, only a 10 brew though, and they only 1 started. I don't know about that. At this point, by the way, also, I don't give a shit about item level or rating. I'm trying to time my 12s and 13s. I'm going to take whoever I want. I'm going to be as picky as I want to be. There is no point in trying to invite people that, you know, are also learning or whatever, or are still learning the dungeons. I don't really need that pain in the booty hole, on top of 12s just being difficult to begin with. While I wait for people to apply to the key for me to choose, I will point out that this Thursday we have a Soju stream. So what is the Soju stream? It's basically it's community keys, and every time I die I take a shot of Soju. Soju being a Korean spirit. The one we have is around about 14% alcohol. Now this group, these 2 guys, they look pretty good to me. Honestly, they've the tank's done a 12 brew, so we're gonna go ahead and invite them. We have a Ret Paladin. Now we could also use I think a Balanced Druid would be high value here for the beam, but I'll take just about anything. There is a Balanced Druid right there, but at this point I'm going to be flooded with applicants because I have a tank. So I'm just going to say hi to the group here, hello, and then just wait for a healer in case a healer applies with a friend, and I feel that will be okay. Oh, this healer looks amazing. We're going to go ahead and invite them. 676, they've timed a 13 with 2 stars. That means they can heal the bejesus out of this. I love it. They have decided to join us, so now we're good. We have a decked out Balancer. Never mind, they declined. I am not inviting a Beast Mastery Hunter. I've had Cussy Slayer's luck with Beast Mastery Hunters where they do tank damage for no apparent reason, so I am not going to be risking it. As far as AoE damage is concerned, we're doing well, but we could use some single target funnel from like an Arcane Mage, but they've also been very hit or miss. So I think what I'm doing here is waiting for a Balanced Druid for that juicy beam. We do have one here who's timed a +12 flood, which is no easy feat, and an 11. Yeah, let's take this one. I don't know what their name is because it's in Cyrillic, but yeah. They need a summon. I'm going to ping on myself so people see that I'm summoning. And then the Ret Paladin is on his way, I believe. Yeah, he's right there. So we don't need to summon the Ret Paladin. We just summoned the Balanced Druid that has asked for a summon. And just double checking, it is Mythic difficulty. There we go. All right, I'm a little anxious. This is going to be my first 12. My first 12 on the Evoker. It's going to be nice not to have to think about the godforsaken affixes. They've just been grating on my nerves for a while now. And we get a feast. Ooh, meat likey. There we go. Hit the group with a ready check. It looks like everyone is just about ready. Tank is ready. We're gonna put the key right there. We're gonna do a pull timer. I'm going to activate my tip the scales. And we have to go through basically 2 instances of Fire Breath. On my second Fire Breath, I'll use my cooldowns. Because Tip the Scales resets when you use it, as you can see from here, and as you can tell from multiple comments on multiple of my videos on the Devastation Evoker. Tank is going towards the left side. We're going to look at this muscle, recast this. Well, let's just send it. I'm going to send it. Screw it. I'm gonna use different cooldowns here. Focusing on the cooldowns right now. I'm gonna kick the first one it casts. Knocking them up. Avoiding that circle, otherwise I'll get discombobulated, disoriented, and that's not good. Luckily, the tank also avoids it. Volatile Keg goes out. We're going to go ahead and cleanse the tank of those dots. He will certainly appreciate this. I should have held my Engulf there, but I have another one coming up in just a second. I'm going to send out the Eternity Surge here just to make sure that that muscle dies a little bit quicker, and now we have another set of muscles to worry about. I think it's 2 muscles in this pull. Not a big fan of 2 muscles second pull instead of 2 muscles first pull. We have interrupts coming out. I have a focus on the one that's casting right now, so I can interrupt right in that. Another one comes down. There's the beam from the Balance Druid that I invited him for. Wonderful. I think we're going to have to engulf here without a Shattering Star because the way the timer looked on the dot. So far, so good. We're making it through. I'm just going to use another defensive here because I'm ticking down from this. If Throw Chair hits me, it's going to be no bueno. It looks like Chewy is right there. Now, we don't really have anything to pull with Chewy. Maybe that one group that's left, but I'm going to focus on killing these. With that Volatile Keg into the AoE is not going to be great. We don't have defensives left. We lost our Red Paladin, who also... I mean, he had Bubble, but you just don't expect it. I think he got Throw Chair after the Volatile Keg. I wasn't paying attention, but he was somehow low. Maybe he ripped aggro for a second. Whatever the case may be, it looks like with just 1 death, we managed to clear the first room of Cinder Brew Meadery, which is wonderful. I think that is a great outcome that we should be very happy with. Usually does not go that smoothly. We're going to hover here, and then we're just going to beam the guy down as best we can. Wonderful. A 3-star Fire Breath. So we have time to get our Shattering Star back, and then we can engulf with all the dots up and everything. Beautiful. Another set of high stakes. We're going to go ahead and just use hover to just completely negate that whole thing. Tenderize comes out, which is going to interrupt my Fire Breath, but that's okay. We're going to rank 4 Fire Breath into Shattering Star into engulf, and that should be Chewy gone. We're going to rebuff our Paladin friend. I'm just going to ping these guys. Like, this is still alive, but okay, I guess we'll try not to run into it. Alright, got a bit of a setup here. There we go. I think I got it. And to use a bit of a quick heal on myself, and I do have a defensive left for what's left of this dot. Tank is now pulling the trash mobs on top of the boss, right as the boss is about to screw off, which is, I think, a mistake by the tank. He just kind of forgot about these mobs being there. I think he thought he already pulled them, because the boss is now going to screw off right as we have to deal with the... Not a huge fan of this, because the boss is leaving and we have to handle the intermission now, but we have these mobs to fight, and this Pyromaniac's going to keep putting the debuffs on us, so bit of a cluster, but we're working on these guys. I'm going to try and kill them really, really quick. And an engulf, Firestorm, I'm going to grab this last one and try to take that over to the last remaining thirsty patron. There he is. That takes care of that. The circles are dropping at sort of favorable spots, at least mine was. It's right on top of all of those dot things, or what are they called, like brew areas or whatever. I don't know what to call them. Puddles. Let's call them puddles. I'm going to dash over to this person because they need healing and I need to get out of there, so that worked out quite well. All right, second intermission seems to be going quite smoothly. I think we got this. There's no more trash to worry about in this room, so we're doing just fine. We're gonna get our engulf off. Okay. We're going to try and grab them. They need to move with me. I'm going to try and heal our Paladin friend just a little bit because he was dipping low from the dot, and the boss should be going towards the thing again here in a moment. I'm going to use my Renewing Blaze on my friend and myself. That should be enough to help me out and survive this. They're taking it to this I'm going to take this one, and I guess I should just take it over here. I think I'm quick enough to do so. Got the last guy, dropping circles as far away from the boss as we can. Those are fake. Only one of them will actually appear. I say fake as if that means something, but we have our cooldowns available. We're going to go ahead and smash the bejesus out of the boss here with my cooldowns. I think we can get a double engulf off. I have enough haste now. Very nice. Oof, this is bad situation, friend. Our healer went down. Not a huge fan of that. CR will go out, and we get a shield immediately on our friend who was low from the dot. Okay, that worked out. Not perfectly, but it worked out. Let's send out our Eternity Surge and our Fire Breath rank 3 into Engulf, and he's gonzo. There we go. I don't think I managed to hit the Engulf. No, I didn't. But I'll take what I can get. Doing okay in the damage department. Pretty evened out damage. Everyone's doing blasting the AoE with a bit of a fall down in single target, which is okay. We're going to look at Star Pyromaniac and try to interrupt that as best as we can. By Star Pyromaniac, I don't mean one that is particularly good and is like a renowned star. I mean Star Pyromaniac marked with star. So he's going to be casting at some point soon. We're going to knock everything up. I'm going to switch to a different Pyromaniac, my focus, while maintaining my DPS as best I can. So far, so good. No issues here. The Pyromaniac I had on focus got interrupted almost instantly by somebody else. So we good. We good. We're going to rank 4 Fire Breath into Shattering Star into Engulf. That'll do a good chunk of damage. I'm going to move over across these Brew drops to get closer to the tank so the tank can take aggro of those, because I just bursted them for a bazillion and I want to make sure that the tank has an easy time to grab aggro off me. There we go. We're just about done with the Brew drops. Once that is dead, tank is headed in the wrong direction. Okay. He got a little turned around. Okay, we're skipping these mobs with a whatchamacallit, Mind Soothe, which is really nice. We're going to put focus on one of the Pyromaniacs. We're trying to hover our mouse over them so that they get targets. And now we have cooldowns available for what is a pretty dangerous pull here. So let's use those to try and pop off on the damage department. We're going to tab target afterwards. Go back to targeting the Hobgoblin. It does look like our priest friend has a good idea here, which is standing on top of these boxes. They don't actually have to worry. I'm going to knock these back away from us and let the tank handle the aggro on them. That'll be perfect. I like that. So if they charge us, they don't go far, and they don't also hit us while we're trying to get them into a nearby wall. And this is perfect. This is really good positioning by our priest friend. I love that. Yeah, it's just the AoE that hits us. It's not their actual charge. I'm going to target the one that has higher HP, and we're going to try and engulf the bejesus out of them. I didn't manage to get my Shattering Star out. Either that or I didn't have an engulf, but I do believe I did. Yes, I did. I'm checking my action tracker down here to make sure that I actually cast the things I'm saying I'm casting. But right now, not much left to do. Just these Brew drops to take care of. Tank wants us to stand out here, which is fine with me. There's going to be another big boy coming in. We're going to go ahead and take our there we go. We're going to have them position over there. I feel like that's a good idea. There is a Pyromaniac. Going to put it on focus. All right. 1, 2, and 3. Oh, goodness gracious. Okay, I'm going to have to knock that up to stop the beam. I'm going to have to get in there. I can easily hop back up there if need be. I just wanted to stop that. I didn't have my interrupt, or did I have my interrupt? I'm not sure. Maybe I missed my interrupt. I'm not. At this point, I just don't know. But in any rate, I really wanted to make sure that I interrupt some of those casts. A beam might have been good, but it might have also been already used, so I don't know at this point. Anyways, we have our cooldowns. I'm definitely not going to be sending my cooldowns into just this. Our paladin friend is... Oh, our friends here are struggling. I think they might have disconnected. Okay, yeah, for sure. For sure they disconnected. I think these guys are on the same network. All right, because our tank was also just kind of standing there. Taking it to the dome, standing in this gunk. So I'm assuming they're on the same network. We're gonna res them as soon as we can. That'll give our priest a chance to whatchamacallit. I'm just gonna engulf to finish this, and then I'm going to go ahead and res. Our priest should be drinking while I cast my res. Gonna give quick heals to this person, and let's switch back to human form. Because thingy thing with the stuffy stuff. It gives health regen out of combat. All right, we're getting ready to pull another group. We're going to put a focus on one of those. Let's get a living flame dot up, and then we're going to fly over them, put down Firestorm, send out all of our cooldowns, engulf, and engulf another target. And we're going to, knock up goes out. We're going to prolong CC, and then we're going to knock them up again. We're going to kick the guy. There we go. I kind of wasted my fire breath there because I don't have an engulf ready. So now I need to build it back up as quickly as possible. I'm going to go ahead and try to use my Essence Burst thingy, Shattering Star to get an Essence Burst. I failed to prolong my thing. Okay, not a great use of my cooldowns, but I did get my biggest engulf out, which is what I was worried about. So I feel like I did still kind of okay. Still topping the meters, doing great damage here. It feels like the, what are they called? It feels like the Boomkin right now is holding their cooldowns for the boss, or maybe for the next pull where there's a bunch of casters and they want to pop off on those. I'm not sure, because they did significantly less DPS. But that's okay. We're going to look at the flavor side. This guy is over here. Let's just knock him back into that group. We seem to be moving a little bit away from where the boss spawns. That's okay with me. Let's get that rank 4 Fire Breath out into a Shattering Star, into Engulf. Target a different one, Engulf, and that should be good. I'm going to kick that Rejuvenating Honey, put down Firestorms in the direction that the tank is kiting into, so we keep everything in a Firestorm. Beautiful. I'm very happy with my performance so far. I could be using Zephyr more for some of the AoEs from the big guys, but we've been handling those like champs, so I'm not too worried about it. I might use a Zephyr here if my dumbass remembers that the button exists. What I need to do is I have a Rallying Cry WeakAuras that shows me when I have Rallying Cry. It's right next to my name usually. So maybe I should set that up for Evokers to be able to track that in that way. Not for Preservation though, because Preservation is a bit of a pain in the ass in that department. All right, we have cooldowns. Let's pop off. By cooldowns, I mean we have a Bloodlust, but we also have our cooldowns, and we can send out the double engulf here. I'm going to use my thingy with the stuff, the Zephyr that I was talking about. All right, first things first, I'm going to immediately Azure Strike all of these, focusing on the boss as best I can, and then I'm going to Fire Breath these, try to hit at least 2 of them and engulf one. I just want these dead. My point is I will rather tank some damage in the single target department. I'm going to use Renewing Blaze. It doesn't even matter who I use it on right now because I'm the only one I didn't get dispelled. Renewing Blaze should keep me relatively safe until the healer can dispel me if he chooses to do so. He chooses to, because I don't think he has anything else to dispel for a while. The Spinny Spin is about to go off. These guys are almost back up alive. What we would love here right now is a Yoink Back. Okay, we get a Typhoon into a potential Yoink Back. Might not be needing a Yoink Back. By Yoink Back, I mean Ursol's Vortex. I'm going to slow all of these guys. Again, not focusing on optimal DPS, focusing on actually clearing these guys so we don't have to worry about. We have an engulf coming up on that one. Let's beam that. Make sure that that dies. It's going to die to the dots as well as the Divine Storms from the Paladin. And I feel like we did a good job here. We're going to keep slowing this. All right, now we can go back to the boss and actually DPS. Now I feel confident that we can handle that. I should be using a defensive here. Healer's keeping me alive though, so I'm not going to spend a defensive just to take less damage on the shield. My bad. Definitely should use a defensive. Going to use a defensive now for this AoE. Going to use a hover. I have a knockback available soon. I have a knock up now. That is good. Slow these guys down. There we go. Big knockback. I think we focus boss now. Big engulfs are gonna go out. Gonna knock these back myself. Slow them. 45 million on boss. I don't want to use my cooldowns here just to kill the boss a little bit quicker. We're gonna slow this thing down. Let's beam it down. Screw it. Now we're safe. Now we can safely take care of the boss. Maybe I should have just helped my team take out the little guys, but I feel like if we had all focused the boss, it would have died before the little guys could reach them with just a bit of CC on them. But all's well that ends well. We popped off on that fight. I did poorly because I couldn't really, I couldn't swap targets that efficiently. I'm not good at it, but I feel like we did okay. I did some good CC, which I'm always happy about. I don't have a knockback for this Wrangler, but I'm going to put my focus on the Purveyor. I'm just going to hit this guy. I think that's who we want to focus. Tank has him taken out. I'm going to fly over, drop my Firestorm, pop my other cooldowns. Somebody takes care of the kick, which is beautiful. That means I don't have to, or I have it available for something else like the Wrangler. There's a circle here. We don't want to get caught by that circle. Rank 4 Fire Breath into an engulf. We won't engulf now because without Fire Breath up, you do not want to engulf. You need at least 2 seconds of Fire Breath up to make it worth engulfing. Here it's only one target, so I'm going to hold my engulf for the next group where I can maybe pop off. I did use all my cooldowns here, which I'm quite happy with. I'm okay with that. So far, so good. This 12 is going swimmingly. I'm very happy with the performance of the team. Everyone's just kind of great. This is awesome. Welcome back indeed, Vlad. Welcome back indeed. Just talking to myself, don't mind me. We're going to go ahead and interrupt the Purveyor here. We had him on focus. If he casts him, we might have trouble getting out of... ooh, tank went down. We're going to try and kite this, maybe recover with an AoE taunt on the tank. Healer's all the way back there. If he gets anywhere near us, what we will do is... we will rescue them. Trying to get away from everything. I think the... okay, I'm still the everyone's favorite. Sorry, bud. I should have just... yeah, with me dying now, we should be reset. They keep DCing, though. That's the only thing that we seem to have an issue with, is the tank DCing. We have a knockback available for this guy. We're going to go ahead and knock him in there. We're going to interrupt him, too. Somebody else will have to take care of the Purveyor, but it's not a big deal. Oh, I'm going to just fly back so don't take that damage. And we're going to try and just blast the bejesus out of this Harvester. There he goes. Should have set up all of my dots and then engulfed. It would have been better for single target, but I don't know. It was a bit of a weird situation. And Salfriel from the stream, just reached level 60 on their Paladin. Congrats, Salfriel. You're seeing this a little bit late, but whatever. It's the chat add-on says they're 58, but I assume they just got 2 levels from time walking. I have no knockback for this. I failed my kick. I tried to like snap around, turn around and kick it, but it didn't really work out. Do I send my cooldowns here? I don't think so. I'm going to remove this bleed thing from me because 2 shredded stings came out. I'm going to give a shield to our friend the priest here. We're going to kick this thing. Okay, not focusing on the DPS right now. Let's get back to that. Double engulf goes out. Takes care of a bunch of health on those enemies. Let's get some firestorms out. We're just about done here. We're going to knock these up. The final stings really do hurt, so we want to take care of those as best we can. And there we go. That knockup was really nice. Are we trying to pull? We're trying to pull everything here. Okay, we're going to go ahead and knock this guy back. The Purveyor will come back to us. We're going to target the Star Purveyor. And let's target the Harvester. That was a CC right on top of that. Popping off, we're going to... oh, we're going to die to the circle like idiots. I was trying to prevent that slow from the honey volley, but we just didn't have the kicks at that point in time. And I didn't have my knock up because it was on cooldown. But I'm on my way back. Lots of time are being lost to the deaths right now. Still timeable, I think. Still timeable. 11 minutes remaining for this trash pack. Another trash pack, boss, and boss trash. I think we're okay. I think we got the timer for it. Just need to focus up. No more deaths and we'll be easy peasy lemon squeezy making it through the key. Okay, we can jump down here. I'm going to target the Purveyor and let's simplify my job here. I don't have to move things around. That's the tank's job. Can't tell who the Wrangler's actually going to target. Now we have the honey volley coming up in a second here. We're going to kick that. I don't care about anything else. My job is to hit the honey volley, interrupt, and everything else I can just offload to my friends here. There we go. Big fire breath into a big engulf. I love that. The bosses are not that long. We're gonna have probably bloodlust for, well, we're gonna have bloodlust for the last boss. That'll make that a little bit faster. Now we just need to have a clean Buzzbee. If we have a clean Buzzbee, I think we're okay. That's the Harvester finally taken care of. Healer is at good mana. We can get started here. I don't have cooldowns just yet, so I'm going to take care of the first set of bees. That is going to be my job because I don't have cooldowns. I'm going to stand close to the tank so that I can take care of that. Tank's trying his hardest to grab aggro here. I'm going to grab one of these bees. Someone's taking care of that one. Once I take care of these caskets or whatever, or barrels or whatever you want to call it. Hear me with the caskets again. I'm just going to pop off right here. Hopefully this doesn't present aggro issues for the tank and me. That would be really shitty. We're going to take our friend here and bring him over to our tank, because that way the tank can actually focus on taking aggro and positioning. There we go. I really don't want to send the bees right now. It looks like our healer's trying to. We're going to try... oh, shit. Get out of here, weirdo. Well... let's break one of them before the new bees drop, and we end up with 3 bees anyway. I think it works out. I wish other DPS would do this instead of just me. I'm going to ping danger here. I'm going to ping danger. If we pull that trash, we're freaking dead. So tank needs to start going to the other side. If I had rescue, I'd rescue the tank over to the other side, but I do not right now. We seem to be fine. I don't need to press anything for that. Healer was ready for the damage. We are taking care of the barrels. Newbies are spawning in. If I have rescue... Okay, tank's just stacking them all on the same spot. That's fine. We're going to heal this person who has aggro. Let's do a big engulf after a rank 4 fire breath. 1 and a 2. There we go. Going to use a healing potion here to recover after the fact. Just try and send this out. That took care of 2 of the barrels. We good. Very scared about the tank's positioning there. Genuinely very scared about the tank's position. I'm going to try and take care of one of the barrels before the bees spawn in. So now we have just 2 bees to worry about. Just 2 bees, 2 barrels. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. So far so good. Clean enough if you ask me. Healer's doing a great job with me never using a defensive in my life of keeping me alive. Very appreciative of that. I have no cooldowns. I'm going to try and take care of this thing. Another person's taking care of the other one. Perfect. Perfect. We're just about done with this boss. Snack time goes out. And double engulf. No, we don't have double engulf, but we do have engulf, and that will take care of them. We're going to rescue our healer up over here. Oh, I just rescued the tank. Whoopsie daisy. I should have rescued the healer. My bad. Doesn't matter. We're gonna go upstairs as quickly as we can. Get ready to do some damage. 6 minutes 48 remaining for the dungeon after 7 deaths. Looking a bit itchy on the timer there. Looking a bit itchy, but I think we got it. As long as we have no more mistakes. I'm gonna ask tank breaking all. Let's see if we get a mind control. Would love a mind control. That way we can avoid having to fight one fully upgraded. Tank says yes. Okay. I'm gonna send my cooldowns right here, I think. That still does a ridiculous amount of single target damage, I think. So I think we're good. No mind control goes out. That's okay. It's kind of annoying to manage anyway. Downward trend. It's going to jump in that direction. So I'm going to try and get my damage in that direction. Should be focusing just the X1. I should be disintegrating instead of pyring. But honestly, with 2 targets, I feel like I can do more single target by pyring. So with this many targets, I think it's good either way. I still don't know which of these 2 should be going first. I guess it's, I don't know. They're kind of dying pretty evenly. I'm going to just start pyring. There's a skull that goes out. We're cleaving back onto this target by engulfing the other one because that way I get the AoE explosion. Maybe that's not good. I don't know. Either way, last concursor goes out. We have 5 minutes-ish to finish the last boss, which I think for this fight is plenty as long as we don't wipe. So we just can't wipe and we'll be fine. Sending out my last engulf of this trash fight. The rest, even if I get another one, which I don't think I will hold for the boss. Even gonna hold my fire breath, but I'm gonna send out the Eternity Surge. Probably didn't need to, just wasted 2 jackpots, but that's no big deal. We're ready for the boss fight here. I'll have my cooldowns in 35 seconds. I'm going to Bloodlust on the start, just because I feel like the rest of the group probably held their cooldowns better than I did there. I just popped off immediately when I saw 4 nameplates. Just makes me happy. Alright, looking at where the tank is positioning, here is safe. With good tank positioning, melee should always be safe. Nope, just tank. I'm gonna Zephyr here for the AoEs. Only the tank should be breaking, because now we have 2 stacks of that. I don't know, it's kind of scary. It's kind of scary. We lost someone. We have CRs available. Hopefully we don't lose anyone again. Alright, Leaded Hail goes out. Let's rebuff here as best we can. Let's do a little bit of damage here. And then when I feel a little bit safer, which is at the start of the fight, start of the reset of the encounter, sort of, after she jumps down, that is when I will send my big dam here, like this. No engulfs to speak of. A bit of a waste of my cooldowns just now, I just realized, but I'm going to wait until I can fire breath again, because otherwise it's not going to be great. I'm just going to fly over here. I don't want to break anything, and I want to give Renewing Blaze to our friend, the Balanced Druid, because we're afflicted by some big dots here, and the tank has to take care of the last one here. I don't double engulf here even though I have 2 engulfs, because I don't have enough time remaining on the fire breath debuff, but we're looking good here, looking good. No Zephyr to speak. Oh, you idiot. How did I not see that? I was looking at my bars to check for Zephyr. See, that's why I need it here. We have CR coming in. I'm going to wait for that Leaded Hail to finish, then I'm going to take the CR. Ooh, scary, very scary. We're gonna move over here. There's no more waves over here. That was super duper scary. Did not enjoy that whatsoever. I don't need heart attacks like that. I'm getting too old and fat for that. Holy shit. I think we kill here before the thing. I think we can stop breaking, but if it helps the tank just have this way in the fight and people not freak out, I'm kind of okay with it. Burning Ricochet goes out. I'm gonna give the Renewing Blaze to our friend the Paladin. Should be okay here. Tank is gonna take a knockback from that. I'm looking for a engulf here for rank 4 thingy with the stuff, Fire Breath goes out. We really don't need to break this last one because the boss is just about dead. But let's just keep it safe. We're doing all we can to just finish the boss here. And with 2 more deaths, we still managed to time it, giving us 32 rating. I love that. That was amazing. I actually had a good time here. Oh, chef. Oh, God, I give up. The towel. We got the towel here. I don't think anyone needs that. I think another person got it. Thank you for the key. I'm going to let people know that if they want to see themselves play, they can find it on YouTube. But that's awesome. We got a 12 gun, and then we have a 13 Motherload. That might be attempting that in tomorrow's video. In the meantime, later today in the stream, what I will be doing is I'll be doing probably some 11s just for, like, I'm just going to queue for 11s and see how it goes. And then I would also like to remind you that on Thursday, we will have a soju stream. The soju stream was a sub goal that we reached, and it's been taking a while to get it organized because I just need to go out and buy soju, and I haven't had a great opportunity to do so, with being a little bit sick and all. But now I'm ready to go. I'm gonna go get some soju at some point before Thursday, and then for Thursday we can do the soju stream. What is the soju stream? It is basically me taking a shot of soju, a Korean spirit, every time I die. And we're going to be doing community keys, so you can come in and troll me just a little bit. Don't troll too much. If you're like gripping me into certain death, you're either Danny and it's allowed, or you're someone who's just trying to make me take shots. Which, like I said, a little bit of trolling, that's fine, but don't make it too much. Anyway, I'm very happy because we just timed our first 12. I was expecting Cinder Brew to not really go that well, but it turns out we got it. We got what it takes. We did 3.28 million overall. I'm kind of okay with that, with the pull cadence and everything. With our item level, I feel like overall I'm doing well enough. Were there moments where I messed up my cooldowns a little bit? Yeah, kind of. Like I did my big opener without a single stack of engulf on the last boss there, which kind of silly. But also, it doesn't really matter all that much. As long as you do it during Dragon Rage, it's not a big deal. And as long as you do it with a rank 3 or 4 Fire Breath, you're still doing plenty of damage. So yeah, pretty happy with my performance. Actually, what a great start to my day, honestly. And that's enough yapping for now. I guess I have enough Gilded Undermine Crests to go upgrade something. So let's do so. We're going to focus on upgrading things that give us main stat, not the ring I had. So I guess it is the Signet of the Priory that we'll be grabbing and upgrading. I think that's better. Let's do that. I feel like that's good. And then we'll do the other trinket, and then we'll do the boots. That's what it's called. Then the necklace that we're currently using, and only then will I actually upgrade Wick's Golden Loop. Maybe even at 671, I haven't simmed it yet, but maybe even at 671, which is what you get with 8 out of 8 hero, maybe even then it'll be worse than Circe's Circlet, potentially. Who knows? You never know. Anyway, I have been yapping for quite a while now since the key has finished. I would like to thank you for hanging out with me here. That's pretty much it for the video. If you enjoyed it, drop a like. Let me know what you liked about it in a comment down below. If you had fun, make sure you subscribe because there's more episodes coming. If you want to see what happens between these episodes, you can check out the stream. If you can't make it to the stream, you can check out the live section of this YouTube channel to find the VODs. But as always, thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next episode. And now let me repair before I forget, because I like, this is right here, yeah, sure, but I'm probably going to just forget anyway, so let's just fix that real quick.